Hey y'all, SEMA 2017, and I got a 59 Corvette Roadster I think y'all gonna like. Let me get the camera turned around and we'll take a quick look at it. Jeff, thanks for giving me a few minutes this morning. Tell me about your car.
Started out as a 1959 Corvette that we bought out of Kentucky. It was just the body and the frame. Decided to do something a little different with it. Wanted to keep the classic Corvette lines, but give it more of a pro touring look and update all the drivetrain with it. Ironically, the car's been stretched 6 inches, which a lot of people don't know. I kind of let them decide where I stretched it.
Right,
it's hard to find.
Right.
But Corvettes in general, you know, are very small and not very ergonomic in the cockpit to begin with.
When you start to lower them too, you start getting a longer look to a car. So
correct.
It's, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes you don't know. Did they stretch this, or is that just because of the stance they got on it makes it look a little longer, a little sleeker?
Right. We also did a lot of stuff with the trim to make it kind of have that appearance of being long like a missile. The front spears used to go all the way to the windshield, and we considerably shortened them, which was a challenge to meet, you know, the windshield, because there's some pretty elegant compound curves on the Corvette right there to make it come out right where the spear used to split it. So
well, that window doesn't have a top to it either, does it?
No, it doesn't. It's actually a true Roadster. We molded off the back where the top normally would go, right above the trunk. I think I probably put at least 10 windshields in it to get the height that I wanted.
I was wondering if that was kind of normal windshield or if you had to customize that too.
Yeah, I made 10 custom ones, so if anybody's looking for one that's a half an inch or higher or half inch lower, I got 9 more of them. Custom made all the windshield frames. Started out with wood bucks and then, you know, had them brass forged, and then we filed them and painted them, and old school stuff. Took all the windows out of the doors, made all of the trim around the windows and the waterfall. It's got an LS7 in it that we put some comp cam in and done some work to it. It's got a Kinsler injection unit on. It's got all Holley Dominator fuel injection in it. Has a 6L90E in it with a paddle shift.
Oh, how cool
has a Curry 9-inch. Yeah, the frame's, it's wider, it's longer.
Is it a custom chassis, or is it aftermarket company, or you all did it yourself?
We did it ourselves, plus a company that when it originally started, it was with Jim Meyer Racing. So I contracted him to build me a frame that was kind of within the parameters I wanted it, and then we've heavily modified it from there, like always.
You ordered a custom frame and then brought it home and made it even more custom, right?
Yeah. Isn't that what we're supposed to do?
That's right. You all can't do it. Just bring it to me that way.
Right, just bring it to me that way. So
I love the back bumpers too, right?
Yeah, a lot of work in the back bumpers. Getting the exhaust, that's a true 3-inch exhaust all the way from the headers, and getting them to come out through there was quite a challenge.
I bet.
It was a lot of fun. Plus, took all the coves out. There's a lot of subtleties to the car. The side cove, all the trim's been removed, but we've also widened the cove in the door, which is kind of really a subtle thing that nobody really sees, because the trim used to go all the way to the front wheel, you know, underneath the cove. Well, we lengthened the cove. The spears are backwards. So on an original 59 Corvette, the top spear was a short one, and then the bottom one was a long one.
I gotcha.
So we switched it around. There's subtleties that, you know, there's no grab bar in the car, which is kind of iconic for a Corvette, the passenger grab bar.
Across the dash.
Right. Yeah. But we have the grab bars in the center console, but I think it was almost necessary to keep the Corvette surrounding the passenger to keep it so everybody knew that.
Very iconic look. Yeah,
right. I wanted to keep it so it was a Corvette still, but not deviate from that a little bit, you know. And
make it a little more modern, a little more sleeker. Put your own name on it.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I love the back end of those cars and the front end. They're so beautifully smooth, you know. But originally, if you ever drive a 59 Corvette stock, they drive like a truck.
Well, I can't hardly fit in one to begin with.
Well, that one you can fit in.
Yeah.
I can fit in that one, and I have plenty of room.
And see, the thing is, to be honest with you, that's my least favorite generation Corvette. But I'm, 10 feet in the door, and I was like, I got to stop and look at this thing. I really think y'all nailed it. I think you got a very good look to it. Very cool car. You didn't disrespect the original car. I think that, and you didn't go over the top. You know, that's the other problem. People want to make it too much theirs, you know. You got to leave some Corvette in it, and no, I think you all nailed it.
I really appreciate that. There's certainly some very talented builders and people out here, and we're just, you know, happy that people like the car. I mean, that's what it's about. We just want to keep it original, but Put a little spin on it. That's it.
People always want to know wheel size. What size wheels are you running on it?
So they're 20 by 13s in the rear, and they're 19 by 9s in the front.
Okay, and is it on air or is that static?
No, it's absolutely on air.
Yeah. Who's air system?
AccuAir.
Okay.
Yeah, we use AccuAir.
We're in their booth.
We're obviously in their booth. Yeah.
It's early, first day. I still not got it figured out yet. So.
Yeah, we've used AccuAir for a long time. The guys are great, very supportive. Love the way their stuff works. So we're happy to have their product on board. It actually turned out well. We're very happy with the way the car looks. Should have painted it something other than black because I have to dust it off all the time. But when the car is clean,
when it's clean. And the other problem you get with black too is it hides details.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't accentuate that.
Right.
Let me tell you what, that is as sleek, as cool of a Corvette as I've seen. So I wouldn't change a thing on it, brother. I love the accent color. I'm a big gauge freak, so those are custom gauges you put in there?
Yeah, I cut the dash completely out. I remember having coffee cans in my hands and making the fiberglass surrounds for the gauges out of the coffee cans and then placing them in there. And the dash was a challenge. I'd never really liked the hood on Corvette gauges,
Right.
I just didn't like that look. It kind of reminds me of a 57 Chevy. Not that that's a bad thing. I just wanted something different. Yeah. So Classic Instruments was kind enough to make us a custom set of gauges for it, which I think fit the car appropriately. So we had a lot of fun building it. It's been
How long did it take?
Do I have to answer that?
Yeah, well, people like to know. We want the real deal. Because these shows show that you can do all this in about 2 weeks.
It took us 4.5 years.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Because you're talking about that's complete. I mean, we've stretched the car, made a bunch of body mods to it. Yeah. All it's hand fabricated.
Yep. The second day I bought the car was cut in half.
Wow.
So it's...
We're not going to tell you which half or which way.
I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah, right.
Well, you can probably see it, but...
I hope not.
No, not in the car, but I think I have some pictures somewhere, and I remember that car with half of it apart. It's kind of scary looking. So everybody that helped us with the car, all the companies and everything, it really turned out. I think it exceeded my expectations. I didn't think it'd come out that nice. So I'm glad everybody's receiving it nice. It's a cool feeling,
Dude, I appreciate you giving me time today. I think y'all nailed it, hit it out of the park, and I'm proud to have it. So thank you so
very
much.
Thanks.
So there you go from the SEMA Show 2017, a 1959 Corvette Roadster Custom. How cool is that? Hope y'all have enjoyed it. See ya! Hey y'all, make sure you subscribe to this channel and visit ScottieDTV.com for an easy way to search the hundreds of videos I have posted. Either click the link in the description or the one at the end of this video.